Have you ever wondered why there are so many inconsistencies with the xenomorphs in the Alien universe, such as their look, behavior, or their gestation times? Well, there's a good reason for all that. Mild spoilers for all of the Alien movies to follow. So the first Alien established the species with the standard xenomorph. Aliens built upon the lore with the warrior xenomorphs. From there, things start to get pretty murky. Alien 3 features a xenomorph whose host was a dog. This introduced the idea that the characteristics and the look all could be altered based off the host. Alien Resurrection sort of starts to abandon all this because all of these xenomorphs are based on the DNA of the clone of Ripley, so they can more or less be anything the filmmaker wanted. This also introduced the newborn alien, which once again is based on clone DNA and a whole bunch of factors that probably will not be featured again, but it does not alter the lore or the canon because the basis was all engineered DNA. In Prometheus, the alien called the Deacon is based on a different type of facehugger and an engineer instead of a human. We don't know a lot about this version of the facehugger except that it's born of Holloway becoming infected through the black goo and then impregnating Elizabeth Shaw. A lot of very specific circumstances that are not what led to what we know as the xenomorph eggs in Alien or Aliens. So here's where we get to one of the most misunderstood pieces of Alien lore with Alien Covenant. A lot of people think that this movie establishes that David created the xenomorphs, but from everything we know so far, that is not true. The fact that there's a mural at the beginning of Prometheus and the Deacon both contradict that. What this movie does establish is that David has spent a considerable amount of time experimenting with his own version of the xenomorph species, thereby creating his own version called the protomorph. You see a bunch of different types of aliens, but it's all based off of experiments. It is once again deviating from the standard lore through experimentation. From here, we've got Alien Romulus. It's important to remember with this one that the xenomorph is based on facehuggers that were engineered and basically 3D printed by Rook using the original alien's DNA. So this is why they look and act a bit differently. It's also why the gestation period here is much quicker. These aren't your normal facehuggers. They are engineered facehuggers. That brings us to Alien Earth. At the moment, only 3 episodes are out, so we don't actually know where the xenomorphs came from or who or what their host was. I'm having a blast with this show so far, and I hope you are too. What's your favorite version? Is there a certain host species you'd like to see, like the scorpion xenomorph, which is my wish list item? That would be awesome. Let me know in the comments.